What's up, YouTube? This is Zandar. Today we're opening up a Cons of Tarkir Magic the Gathering booster box to see what we can grab out of this. Some of the cards we're looking for today are the fetch lands. As I'm getting back into Magic, I have 0 of them currently. So we're going to see, we want lots of those. Some other cards would be Sorin, Sarkhan, looks like a Siege Rhino, Wingmate Rock, something like that. They always come with a little insert. This talks a little bit about Friday Night Magic. Let's get started. The first pack we'll go over, we'll talk about the anatomy of the booster pack, kind of what you expect to see. After that, we'll just go straight to the guts that everybody wants to see. Every pack has about 10 to 11 commons. You can notice this by the black indicator for each set. Each set has a different icon. Once you go past those, you're going to have your uncommons, which are noted by silver. You're going to have 3 of those in a pack. In this pack, we're going to have a Goblin Slide. Whenever you cast a non-cast creature spell, you may pay 1. If you do, put a 1/1 red Goblin creature token with haste onto the battlefield. Suspension Field. It's a 2 mana cost. When Suspension Field enters the battlefield, you may exile target creature with toughness 3 or greater until Suspension Field leaves the battlefield. Heart Piercer Bow. This is a piece of equipment. Costs 2 and 1 to equip. Whenever equipped, the creature attacks with the bow, deals 1 damage to target creature defending player controls. And we have a rare. It can always be a mythic. And we have a possible premium card after this. This is Icy Blast. It's an X and 1 mana cost. Tap X target creatures. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, those creatures don't untap during their controller's next untap phase. Then we have a generic land and a tip card. Chief of the Edge, Jesky Charm, Warname Aspirate, and Herald of Anfinza. That one had a morph token in it as well. Dragon Grip, Timur Charm, Windstorm. Oh, and there's Sarkhan the Dragon Speaker. What a great way to start this box. That is a great mythic to pull. We can notice that by the orange indicator. This is one of the higher value cards in the entire box. Looks like it's in the top 4 right now. The Mardu Blazebringer, Mystic Monastery, Warden of the Eye, and a Hardened Scales. Oh, and there's our a rare Icy Blast. This is a premium card that's a foil. Could have wished for it to be a little bit better one, but we won't get greedy. Scion of Glaciers, River's Purse, Heart Piercer Bow, and a Crater's Claws is the rare in that pack. Riverwill Aerialist, man. Soltari Flayer, Mardu Rough Rider, and a Mantis Rider. Still looking for a fetch land. That's what we're really wanting out of this. Dazzling Ramparts, Watcher of the Roost, Soltari Charm, and a Master of Pearls is the rare in that box. Case. Pack. Whatever. Don't judge me. Brave the Sands, Soltari Flayer, Suspension Field, And a Lich Lord. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 2 in a swamp. If you do, return a creature card at random from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains flying, trample, and haste. Exile that card at the beginning of your next end step. If it would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. Haven't heard too much about him, so I can't assume he's that good. Plus, it's a tricolor mana cast, so it's a little harder to get out there. We have a Misfire Weaver, Quiet Contemplation, Windstorm, and a Retribution of the Ancients. A 1 mana cost. Spend 1, remove X 1/1 counters from among the creatures you control. Target creature gets -X until end of turn. Oh, I saw a foil. Chief of the Skill, Jeske Charm, Sultry Soothsayer. Oh, there's a fetch land. Bloodstained Mire. It's one of the lower ones right now. We really want to see a Polluted Delta or Flooded Strand, but we'll definitely take that. Oh, I thought we had a foil fetch land. Oh, that was so close. Got a little excited there. I think that's everybody's dream, is to see a foil fetch land. Speaking of foils, we have another one. It looked like to be like a white card this time. Chief of the Skill, Seek the Horizon, Sultry Soothsayer, Sage of the Inward Eye. Another tricolor, flying. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. This is a 5 mana cost for a 3/4. Common Mardu Hateblade foil. Arc Lightning, Opulent Palace, Spies, and a Trail of Mystery. 2 mana costs. Whenever a face-down creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle your library. Whenever a permanent you control is turned face up, if it's a creature, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Master the Way, Mirek Nightblade, Set Adrift, and Rakaja Vazir. Another tricolor, 5 mana cost for a 4/4. Whenever one or more cards are put into exile from your graveyard, put that many +1/+1 counters on the Visor. Not too bad. Don't see me using that card. Blinding Spray, shows back a little bit. Incremental Growth, Frontier Bivark, and Mardu Ascendancy. Tricolor, 3 mana cost. Whenever a non-token creature you control attacks, put a +1/+1 red goblin creature token onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. Sacrifice the Ascendancy. Creatures you control get +0/+3 until end of turn. Could be a decent card. It's a little bit easier to get out than some of the other ones. For our uncommons, Briber's Purse, Ride Down, Tuskguard Captain, and a Grim Harvespect. It's a 3 mana cost, as a morph of 1. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, draw a card. You always gotta love anything that allows you to draw. Oop, I saw a foil again. Well, we got a lot of our premium cards up front this time. We got a Mardu Heartpiercer, Take Up Arms, Sultari Charm, and another Ascendancy, I believe. Oh, this is a Sultari one. Still tricolored, so at the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put any number of them into your graveyard, and the rest back on top in any order. That's not too bad of a card. And we got an uncommon premium card, Chief of the Edge. He's a 2 mana cost. Other warrior creatures you control get +1/+0. He's for a 3/2. So 2 mana for a 3/2, not too bad. Roar of Challenge, our first uncommon. Icespire Mantis. Dead Drop. And a Flooded Strand. There we go. That's the top card of the entire box right now. That's exactly what we wanted to see. That's going to help us out a lot. We got a Premium Naturalize. I'm a big Death and Black player, so I'm really hoping to see some Polluted Deltas in there. First uncommon is Brave the Sands, Gurmag Swiftwing, Abzan Falconeer, and our rare is a Villainous Wealth. This appears to be a 4 mana cost, but really probably a 5 or a 6. Target opponent exiles the top X cards of his or her library. You may cast any number of non-land cards with converted mana cost X or less from among them without paying their mana cost. It seems decent. I don't think it's a card I would play with, but Bellwing Saddlebrute, Highspire Mantis, Witness of the Ages. That's our first one of that, I believe. And a Siege Rhino. There we go. In the top 10 cards for the deck. Not a bad pull at all. This is a 4 mana cost, Trample, 4/5. When the Siege Rhino enters the battlefield, each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. Great card. Swarm of Bloodflies. It's our first uncommon. I think that's the first time I've seen that as well. Death Frenzy. Raider Spoils. And our rare is Flying Crane Technique. I actually like this card quite a bit. It's not really valued very high anymore, but this is a 6 mana cost. Really hard to get out. Untap all creatures you control. They gain flying and double strike until end of turn. Very nice. Just boom card if you can actually get it played. Goblin Slide, Merrick Nightblade, Hair of the Wilds, and End Hostilities. 5 mana cost, being 2 white. Destroy all creatures and all permanents attached to creatures. It's a great board clear option. About a $2 card right now. Hordling Outburst, Ice Feather Haven, Tuskguard Captain, and a Surek Dragonclaw. I'm really excited to see this card. I get excited about any Mythic, obviously. It's a 5 mana cost, 6/6 with Flash. The Dragonclaw can't be countered. Creature spells you control can't be countered. Other creatures you control have Trample. I feel like this is a pretty good card. However, I don't see it very high on the value chart, so kind of sad to see that. Looks like he's in the top 20 for the box. Still a pretty cool card overall. Let me know what you guys think about him down in the comments below. Scion of Glaciers, Become Immense, Ice Feather Haven, Rattleclaw Mystic. This is a 2 mana cost, 2/1 Shaman. You can tap him and add any green, blue, or red mana to your pool. He's a morph ability, and when Rattleclaw Mystic is turned face up, add 3. You get to add 1 of each color to your mana pool. Talk about some mana. That's a lot of mana. I'm not a big player of the morph abilities. I know I need to get better into that. I just don't care for it, so maybe I'll practice that a little bit. Master the Way, Pure Bloodsucker, Watcher of the Roost, and our rare is a Dragon Throne of Tarkir. This is a legendary artifact equipment, 4 mana cost, it has a 3 equip cost. The equipped creature has Defender and 2 in tap. Other creatures you control gain Trample and get +X until the end of turn, where X is that creature's power. I believe I saw a premium card in the back. Venerable Lamassu. Probably said that wrong. Gurmag Swiftwing, Secret Plans, and a Mind Swipe is our rare for this pack. It's basically a 3 mana cost or +X. Counter target creature spell unless its controller pays X. Mind Swipe deals X to damage to that spell's controller. So basically, kill a creature and do some damage to a player. Seems like a pretty solid card. And we have cards that are upside down. Pretty exciting. Let's see if it's just one or all of them. Mistfire Weaver. Just one. Opulent Palace. Nomad Outpost. And Ivory Tusk Fortress. This is a 5 mana cost. 5/7. Untap each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it during each other player's untapped step. If I could learn to talk, these videos would be a lot better. But you're still here. You want to see what I pull. It's going to be all fetch lands from here on out. I can feel it. Winter Flame. It's our first uncommon. Ruthless Ripper. Dragon Eye Savants. And a Polluted Delta. There we go. I told you guys. Start the hype train. It is fetch land. I think we got 6 or 9 packs left of just fetch lands. So be prepared to get jealous. Awesome card. I guess I should be telling you guys what these fetch lands do. You can tap them and pay 1 life. And you can sacrifice the Polluted Delta. Search your library for an island or a swamp card. Put it onto the battlefield. Then shuffle your library. Key note there is you're putting it onto the battlefield untapped. So first uncommon, Hordling Outburst, Abzin Charm, Frontier Bovark, and Avalanche Tusker. 5 mana cost, 6/4 tricolored. Whenever the Tusker attacks, target creature defending player controls blocks this combat if able. And we have a premium embodiment of Spring common card. Alright, it wasn't a fetch land. We all knew it wasn't going to happen. Maybe if I was like live streaming on Twitch right now, some incredible pulls might happen, but so far I think we got 3 fetches. That's pretty good. I won't complain about that. Timely Hordemate is our first uncommon. Carol Bloodsucker, Seeker of the Way, and a Howl of the Horde. 3 mana cost. Whenever you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for that copy. Pretty solid ability. Raid. If you attacked with a creature this turn, when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell an additional time. You may choose new targets for the copy. Pretty solid card. I don't see it super high on the charts, but definitely a card I'd be playing. A Bellowing Settleroot, Quiet Contemplation, Tomb of the Spirit Dragon, and an Utter End. 4 mana cost, exile target non-land permanent. Kind of a high cost, but it is removal. Removal's always wanted and needed. Mardu Heartpiercer, Pinewalker, Take Up Arms, and our rare is a Sagu Mauler. 6 mana cost, 6/6, trample and hexproof. It's got the morph ability. If you do morph it, it turns face up anytime for its morph cost. So you can get it out just a little bit quicker. And we have a premium Heartpiercer bow in this pack. It's a 2 mana cost, 1 equip. Actually, we went over this earlier, but whenever the equipped creature attacks, the bow deals 1 damage to target creature defending player controls. Ooh, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. We got about 5 packs left. Our uncommons are Kintree Invocation, Seek the Horizon, Warname Aspirant, and an Afinza the Foremost. She's in the top 10. This is a good card. It's about an $8 card right now. Can never complain about a mythic. You got a 3 mana cost, 4/4. Whenever Afinza the Foremost attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on another target tapped creature you control. If a creature card would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Very solid card. Our first uncommon is a Stubborn Denial, Absent Charm, Dragon's Eye Savants, and another Polluted Delta. There we go. Another fetch land. I believe we're up to 4. We'll have to review that here in a minute. We're almost done. We're down to our last 3 packs. I wish it would never end. We could just open packs for days. We should just go get another box. Maybe we'll do that on lunch today. Absent Battle Priest, our first uncommon. Armament Corpse, Murderous Cut, and an Empty the Pits. I'm excited to see a mythic, but not this one. Not a very important card. Pretty much like 50 cents right now. You're looking at a high mana cost. You're looking at about at least 6, most likely probably 8 or 10. It has Delve. Each card you exile from your graveyard while casting a spell pays for 1. Put X 2/2 black zombie creature tokens onto the battlefield tapped. I don't believe you see too many people playing with that at all. But if you guys know otherwise, let me know. We are down to our last 2 packs. What do you think we're going to see? I wouldn't mind seeing a Sorin. That'd be pretty awesome. Sandstep Citadel, Jeskai Elder, Murderous Cut, and an Avalanche Tusker. We've already went over him. So here it is, guys. The final pack. There's nothing left. We're looking for a fetch land here, or we're looking for Sorin. That's pretty much what we'd like to see. Maybe a Siege Rhino, but first uncommon, Sign of Glaciers, Cranial Archive, Temur Charger. All right, let's get excited. Let's focus on it. Fetch land, fetch land. Oh, it's not looking like it. Crater's Claws. What a way to end the box. We've been over that one. Let's do a quick recap of everything that we got today. We got a Crater's Claws, Avalanche Tusker, Empty the Pits, Polluted Delta, Afinza the Foremost, Heartpiercer Bow, Sage Mauler, Utter End, Howl the Horde, Premium, Avalanche Tusker, Polluted Delta, Ivory Tusk Fortress, Mind Swipe, Dragon Throne, Rattleclaw Mystic. There's our Surrak Dragonclaw. In Hostilities, Flying Crane Technique, Siege Rhino. Siege Rhino is another actually really good one in the box. Villainous Wealth, Premium, Flooded Strand, Chief of the Edge, Premium, Soltari Ascendancy, Grim Harpux, the other Ascendancy, Visor, Trail of Mystery, Premium card, Sage of Inward Eye, Blossoming Sands, premium. Bloodstained Mire. The Retribution of Ancients. Lich Lord. Master of Pearls. The Mantis Rider, I believe he was pretty far up there. Oh no, he's about 30 down. Another Claws. Our premium Ice Blast was the rare for the box. That was a premium card. Hardened Skills. Sarkhan. So did we get Sorin and Sarkhan? Let's double check that. Herald of Finza. And another Icy Blast. Once again, so that's going to give us... Oh, that was Sarak. That's what it was. So our final recap for Read 'em and Weep 'em Fetch Lands. Pretty good box. I've seen more, I've seen a lot less, so I'm pretty happy. With that being said, make sure you guys tune in for new videos, subscribe to see more box openings, intro pack openings. Click the like button so I can keep doing this. And also, most importantly, we're going to be starting a new series here soon, teaching you how to draft and do pre-release events. I haven't seen anything else like it on YouTube. I've been looking around, and I think we can all build pre-release decks together and get better and be more prepared for all pre-releases coming up. With that being said, keep playing Magic.